distance,
Yeah.
which to give the advantage. But that didn't come off, so a little bit of a disappointment there for Barry Young. As we edge towards halftime, it is evenly poised. 13 points for the Zimbabwe Sables, 11 for the Kenya Simbas, which is the second semi-final. Both of these teams looking for a place in the finals against Namibia, which was victorious earlier over the Algeria side.
Did you feel, Alan, that this has been the toughest semi-final compared to the earlier one?
Oh yeah, because both teams have cancelled themselves out quite well, and it does show that both of these teams have a good understanding of how they are playing, the good understanding of how the game is played. They are both aggressive in so many ways. And this kind of injury seems to be a blood vein, and that's very terrible because that seems to be a cut in between the fingers right there. So not too painful for the big man, but it might definitely just give you time on the sidelines to get that fixed.
Yeah, I'm sure that it seems to be it's not paining, but of course there's some blood on.
Yeah, right now adrenaline is flowing, so adrenaline is flowing, so you will not feel the pain, and then you'll feel it a lot later. As Cleopas Kondiona, I think, is replaced by Tyron Fagan. For
you guess that's just a momentary switch there.
Oh yeah, if they are able to get, you have 10 minutes to be able to treat the player and then get him back onto the field.
So they'll definitely let him go through half time.
Yeah, well,
now that
I guess the 10 minutes will then start effect after the resumption. So they don't count the halftime break because then you wouldn't be back anyway.
Yeah.
So they'll be so a little bit of fortuitous, a little there for them. They have 10 minutes. As McNabb tries to get the chicken wing, and Chow, he is a quick man, and if there's nobody there, he is going to find his way.
Wow. And Kenya, right at the stroke of halftime, get the try in. And it is Griffin Chow, the man that got into the sin bin earlier, is the man that gives Kenya the lead at halftime, 16-13. I guess Zimbabwe will never know what hit them, but clearly, looking at the point where McNabb drops the ball, he left a gap behind him, which was exploited by that man in the picture, Griffin Chow. Just look at that.
I think that was just a little too elaborate from
Hilton
Mudariki. Look at his running style. Legs are up. He's running on his toes. True sprinter. He dots down, and he will give you the customary celebration because he loves find the white line. And with his pace, you can clearly see that nobody was going to catch him. Again, we wonder where was the fullback at that point in time, because there has to be some cover at that point. And then you see Griffin celebrating John Kubu.
And he split the post. And he's 18-13. Does, of course, Griffin Chow remind you of yourself?
Well, you have to be lucky at some point. But as you pick it up, you should be thinking one thing. Let me just run to the line. And he is pretty quick. I think he would give me a hard time catching if I was on that field.